And out on the floor, shaking off the pregame jitters, these guys. Happy Friday night, everyone. Time to kick off the weekend with the NBA on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce, and the starting group for Chicago. And they call an illegal screen here. It feels like just yesterday we were watching the NBA Finals, Doris. Now a brand new season is getting started.
Doesn't feel like yesterday to me. I've been dying for some NBA hoops all summer. Let's tip it up.
Pass to Johnson. Nice ball movement by Boston. Shot clock at 6. Smith outside. Tipped.
Anytime you put the ball up near Duren, there's a chance it ends up back in your face. A brilliant dunk, and he hangs up there for a while, too.
Like he's posing for the camera. He's just hanging out, posing for pictures, just making himself at home. Johnson for 3. Nails it from 3.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Fires for 3, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's Dennis. Pass to Johnson. Fires from deep. And again, Boston with the triple.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Here's Lee. The Bulls need to get off a shot. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Yeah, he's really giving up size in that matchup. But on the perimeter, he can find the room he needs.
It's incredible to me how players have become so adept in creating just enough space to get the shot off. Nicely done.
And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, BA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028. Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Both teams deciding to change it up. And since we have a moment, here are last year's most efficient scorers around the league. Jalen Duren is second.
So consistent from the floor. He shot it at a great clip last season.
There's a minute 54 left in the opening quarter. Five on the clock. Pass to Green. Lets it fly. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Boy, when this guy has got his rhythm, he can be tough to guard.
Chicago trailing here. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Griffin against Green. Griffin passes to Duren. Fires the 3. Hits the trifecta. Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
For Boston, they've gone 5 of 6. They're rolling. Green, a screen. Pass to Smith. Puts one up from 19, and Boston again with the bucket.
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
from deep three-point range. That shot missing.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Got it off in time. Oh, at the buzzer! Wow!
I didn't think he was going to get it off in time. Oh, wow.
Great awareness in crucial situations. Nicely done.
And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Boston out in front, leading by a point. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Boston.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
The other thing that's gone exceptionally well for them tonight is the shooting they've displayed from beyond the three-point arc.
And so in the game for the Bulls, to the inside. Here's Griffin. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tries the spin move. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a three-point opportunity here. One free throw coming up. Boston shooting their first foul shot of the night. Johnson, he's checked in for Boston.
At the line with one shot.
And one thing you hear coaches say all the time, Doris, finish the cut.
The reason being you have to let the passer know exactly what you're going to do. If you stop short, so often the ball ends up out of bounds.
Now here's Griffin. He's scoreless. From 12 feet, and he buries his first look.
Not sure why they sagged off him in that distance. He is very good in the mid-range.
Johnson on the wing. The teardrop. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
And a superb job of creating just enough separation to hit the shot.
Well, to me, that's about skill overcoming size. And how about the fearlessness at the offensive end?
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the three ball.
Inside. Banked it in off the glass. He has 7.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Their last meeting was in this building. They were able to come out on top.
They came away with an easy win last time, due in large part to their work on the glass.
I think there was no question they brought a level of physicality along with a tremendous work ethic, and it was why they were successful.
Lee, he's checked in for Chicago. To the middle. Here's Green. Green gets up and powers it down.
How easy is it to appreciate the intensity with which Draymond Green plays? Go ahead with power, sir.
Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Chicago shooting their first free throws of this game.
Line for the Bulls. Number 24. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. And he's good on the second. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Outside Johnson. Nice ball movement by Boston. Gets the 3 ball to go. And the Celtics lead by 6.
So the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the three-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
Griffin outside. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Boy, nice pass, a little ball movement, a little player movement. That's how you play this game.
Outside Johnson from deep three-point land. And again, Boston with the triple.
That first quarter, he's dropped 2 threes. Now he has another to his credit.
Driving inside. It's deflected. There's a minute 40 left in the second period. Pass to Dennis. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the 3. Counted from distance. He has 7.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Switch here. Smith's checked in. And the Bulls also making a change. Duran's checked in. To the left wing. Back to Lee. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. And out of bounds. The Celtics will take it. Taking a look back at last season, the team leaders in rebounding. The Bulls third.
Boy, their rebounding last year was phenomenal. Great fundamentals, aggressive to the ball. That helped them pull down a lot of second chances.
Pass to Dennis. Outside Johnson. And again, Boston with the triple.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
They set the pick, and they get it. And the three-pointer goes.
They've struggled, but hey, you cannot lay it at his feet. Offensively, he's getting it done.
The 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
From the arc. He drops it from range. He's got 14.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
And so it's Boston earning this break in the action. Up 10. Getting lots of great looks. Shooting it well. That's why they're up. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court jump.
Looking at the Bulls, you really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason. Yeah, you have big.
And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the Celtics.
When you play the right way and you're paid.
Appreciate you joining.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Here's Dennis, outside Johnson. And again, Boston with the triple.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
And for Chicago, down low. The fader, and there's another one for the Bulls.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
And to me, he's just playing smart, efficient basketball, really helping his team hang around this one.
And for Boston,
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
About a minute played here in the second half. Pass to Duran. Here's Lee. And again, it's Chicago with a three.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Here's Dennis. And the Celtics another three.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And a quick look at how things have been since the All-Star break. Check it out. The three-point shot ratio for Boston.
And they've been cooking from downtown, shooting with volume and efficiency. It's a strong attack from them offensively, and it puts so much pressure on opponents to try and cover all that space.
Here's Lee. 6 points for him. Here's the pick. Takes the three. And again, it's Chicago with a three.
3 straight buckets to start the half. This is how they wanted to come out and execute.
Pass to Dennis. Nice ball movement by Boston. From deep, Johnson fires in the triple. Johnson's got 6 here in the quarter.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And he gets it to go. He's 8 of 11 now.
Great play calling, great execution, leads to 4 for 4 to start this half.
Pass to Dennis. Now Johnson. From deep. And again, Boston with the triple.
Well, guys love to score, but the differentiator is, can you do it at an efficient clip? And right now, that's what's happening.
And that was special. It's easy to be excited about Duran's future in this league.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Pass to Dennis. Outside Johnson. Launches a three. Sinks it from distance. Johnson's got 12 points in just the second half.
I am simply blown away by his accuracy. He has made every shot, and what's most important, his team is winning.
Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Give him 23.
He's been perfect this quarter. They keep feeding him, and he keeps delivering.
A minute 15 left in the third. And again, Boston with the triple.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Pass to Duran. Here's Lee. He's got 6. The floater. The three is up. On target from range.
Yeah, he needs to take a lot more shots. He's been efficient, trying to get his teammates involved, but it's time for him to step up.
Outside Johnson. Launches it. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
And the basket by Lee. Lee's got 8 points.
You know, he's been giving them points, but they still can't seem to get over the hump tonight.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Johnson for 3. And again for 3.
He's got this defense scrambling. Even when they've got 2 guys on him, he finds a way to get to space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game. To the paint. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
Well, those are exactly the opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Celtics out in front, up by 16. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your two-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And so in the game for the Bulls, here's Simpson. Griffin on the wing. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Up and in on the layup. And the Celtics lead by 16.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Great job drawing the foul, and almost converted the shot as well.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Boston.
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
I think it's also important we mention the number of assists this group has tallied. Their offense continues to just hum along right now.
First free throw is good. Both good from the line that time.
Well, this guy's so crafty. Once he catches the defender a little bit out of position, it's a very good bet he's going to get some free throws.
Johnson with a bucket.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Bulls trail by 16. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Here's Simpson. Money from 17 feet out. Simpson's gotten his first bucket of the night. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A., keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Johnson against Griffin. Clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. Drops in the 3.
Boy, on the perimeter, you have to stay connected to this guy. He's such a good shooter.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. The Bulls making a switch here. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle, and he encouraged them to stay focused and not get complacent, saying we worked too hard to get this lead and we're not going to give it up now. Stay connected, play smart. Let's get this win. Guys, back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie. That one drops for him.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
Goes to the glass with that one.
Yeah, terrific work in the two-man game results in an easy bucket. That's how you do it.
Fires the 3. It's good from beyond the arc.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Tipped away. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Here's Dennis. Johnson outside from downtown. Good! Another from 3.
And he's now set the team record for most threes in a single game. What a shot he's got.
A lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure the next one's going in. From 7. Yes, sir!
Boy, remarkable how efficient he's been scoring the ball. He feels good right now.
Now Smith. Here's Johnson. Here's Dennis. 6 to shoot. And there's the rejection.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Celtics.
They really had things going. Their offense carried them tonight, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., tonight, simply they won the battle of the field goal percentage. I mean, it made all the difference.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And they end up winning the season series. Always feels good to have that upper hand over an opponent.
Here's Dennis following the bucket by the Bulls. Johnson. Oh, he nailed the jumper.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Here's Lee. And yes, sir, in stride on the lay-in from a sweet assist.
Number 9.
No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
Here's Johnson. He launches. It's money from deep. Here's Lee. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your family.
It's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. We got minutes, we have rotations. These elements, Greg, are very much in the works at this time of the season.
And I tell you, a hot streak from a role player might earn them a starting spot. And further success can really shake things up, giving everyone a fair chance is key.
Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Pass to Davis. Here's the three. It's the three-point pass.
A smart pass by AD, kicking it out, leading to the three.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. He talked about how difficult it is to match up against Victor Wembanyama. Coach says the biggest concern is Wemby's defense. Rim protection is game-changing. But he told me that it doesn't mean settling for outside shots. It means ball movement and spacing the floor will be key. Kevin, back to you.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you.
Over 7 feet, big, quick, great hands. Shaq is a one-of-one type of player.
Giannis outside. 6 to shoot. And the shot goes in.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
You know, Giannis just entered his 30s, Coach, but he's already an all-timer.
He sure is, Kevin. Look, if his career ended now, this guy's still one of the best we've ever had in this league. Unfortunately for the rest of the league, he's still got a long way to go in his career, and they're going to have to deal with him for a long long time.
And if you look at what he's done over the last few years, Greg, is Giannis still getting better?
The numbers say yes. Field goal percentage, points per game. He's still a double-digit rebounder, an all-time great, breaking new ground.
Well, he's one of the most unguardable players in the league. Antetokounmpo's length and speed is simply otherworldly.
On the wing, another one falls for San Antonio. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Trailing by 2. Pass to Davis. Outside, Antetokounmpo from outside the arc. Good on the three-point shot. He has 6.
Since joining the league, Giannis has really developed his playmaking. He's become a strong primary ball handler.
Spurs passing it around. Cranes the three-pointer.
Well, this offense is off to an outstanding start. They're communicating, executing, and finding great shots.
Pass to Davis. Now here's Wallace. And he makes that one.
A great finish off contact. Wallace flexing on these guys.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Inside. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2.
Yeah, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Let's take a moment to look at the 2K leaderboard and see last year's high-scoring teams. Second, the Grizzlies.
I just loved how this team attacked their opponents. You could see their confidence grow as the year went on, and the points really started to pile up.
1:39 left in the first. And here's Davis for 3. Nailed from three-point land.
And this is the kind of range Davis has. If you give him room to fire, he'll burn you.
Pass to O'Neal. To the inside. Ball stolen. Up the floor. Here's Wembanyama. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
14 feet away. And another basket for San Antonio.
Well, you guys know I love analytics, but I still like the mid-range, especially when he's taking the shot.
Drives to the hoop. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And this kid is tough. Wembanyama just powering it in despite the contact.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter.
You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength, but he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that, but as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
Giannis passes to Wembanyama. Here's Giannis. That one falls. Antetokounmpo's got 5 points so far.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And so it's Memphis with a 6-point lead at the end of the... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
And for Memphis. Fires from the line, and good that time. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. And for the Spurs. From past the arc, hits it from three-point range.
Wow, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. And this Grizzlies organization, Greg, not afraid to innovate.
Yeah, we see that with the offense they've implemented, different from just about any other team in the league. Rather than pick and roll, it's much more predicated on off-ball shifts and cutting. Yeah, and checking out the numbers for Antetokounmpo. Great showing for him last season. And he was such a reliable option offensively, finishing in the top 10 in field goal percentage.
And seeing what he did last year, just blowing up the defensive schemes designed to keep him under control, man. As you said, second best scorer in the league. It was a beautiful thing to watch. Davis has checked in for Memphis. And here's Giannis from outside. It's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 3 assists now in this one. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Shot clock at 6. The 3. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped. And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
To halt the run, and he lays it up and in. 7 points in the game.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Stan, the basketball term, finish the cut. What happens when you don't do that?
Well, 2 things can happen on that, Kevin. Number 1, when you don't finish the cut, you slow down and you take away a chance of getting a layup off the pass. And then the second thing is it leads to turnovers because of that, because the guy passing the ball is expecting you to continue your cut to finish it, and you don't. And the ball's thrown out in front and out of bounds in a lot of cases.
A minute 50 left here in the second. Wayne. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got 4 assists in the game.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And it's sent back by Wallace.
And this is why Wallace is an elite-level defender, has a great sense of timing for when to rise up and contest shots. And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Ben Wallace at the line for 1.
Free throw, no good for Wallace. And over 3 years in high school, Anthony Davis shot up from being 6'2" to 6'10". But Greg, he brought those guard skills with him.
And Kevin, that transformation as a pro also significant, adding over 30 pounds to his frame. And with his wingspan over 7'5", he is a physical presence.
Well, look, that's the matchup he wants there. Using his height to shoot that 3 right over the top.
Pass to Davis. Got a piece of it. And it's blocked. 32 seconds left in the first half of the game. Clock at 6. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
With 1 on the clock, and the layup is up and in. 10 points for him. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Coaches preach this over and over again, and Shaq knows this well. Take care of the ball, and they internalize that.
Yeah.
And next up, a look. And that's all for us.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for Memphis. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. So on the floor for Memphis, they've got Antetokounmpo. He's out there with Victor Wembanyama. Wallace out there with Davis.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Fades back. It's good.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish. You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Wembanyama, a screen. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
The perfect lob partner. Wembanyama with elite hand-eye coordination.
There's the pick. Launches a three. Buries it from three-point range. 10 points for him.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. The jump hook again, Memphis.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second-chance points in the NBA. In third, the Grizzlies.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
Antetokounmpo with the steal. Wembanyama looking it over. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
And let's take a look now at the stats for Davis. He's coming off an excellent season. Last season, put up about 24 points per, 11 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, he gives you something to build around night after night. Reliability is huge in this league.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
outside, out of the Kumbo. Right side, Davis. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got assist number 5 here tonight.
That's a perfect 4 for 4 to open up the second half. Couldn't have asked for a better start after the break.
And he's good on the 3-ball. He's got 15.
Well, he's done his part. No doubt about it. Still yet to miss in the game.
And the Grizzlies leading by 20. On the wing, Davis. Down low, Wallace. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And Wallace, just an unreal defender. An undersized center who blocks shots and pounds the glass like a madman.
O'Neal a screen on Wallace. And the rejection by Wembanyama. 1:39 left to play here in the third. Here's Davis. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Davis has got 7 now in this quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks of any player in NBA history, surpassing the towering Marquis.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you, guys. Anthony Davis talked about what motivates him. He said championships, the things I do in the community, being a good teammate, playing hard. All that stuff matters the most to me. Don't get me wrong, money is amazing, but my legacy will win that battle every time. Guys, back to you.
Priorities straight. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. And Antonio calls timeout. 56 seconds left to play in the third. Over to the left wing. 4 on the shot clock. A baseline J. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
To the middle. Boom, he chickens it straight down.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies holding a very comfortable 25-point lead. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters.
An extremely efficient and productive game for him, but again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself.
And for Memphis. And with all the talk about load management, coach, and player participation, what about getting rid of players fouling out?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of getting rid of players fouling out. I do like the idea, and I think Scott Skiles was the one who brought it up, Kevin, of taking like the offensive fouls and just having that be a turnover, like the illegal screen or a charge, and not charge that as a personal foul, where honestly you end up being punished double.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D and they've been more than that tonight.
And they've also forced a lot of turnovers, capitalizing and turning those turnovers into points. Way to get after it.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. They set the pick to the right side. No good from outside. San Antonio's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Stripped away. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
GA, just when you think you've seen it all. Last season, a father and son playing as teammates. NBA history continues to be made with the Jameses.
Yeah, LeBron and Bronny James taking the court together. And if other players can emulate the longevity of LeBron, perhaps it won't be the last time we see it happen.
Will stand one expression you hear, foul baiting. Players using sneaky tricks to draw a foul.
Yeah, look, Kevin, I'm not a huge fan of that, of guys developing that as a skill. But I will say this. It only works against undisciplined defense. If defense has the discipline to stay solid and fundamental, then you're not going to get baited into those things, and a lot of times those foul baiters end up taking bad shots.
To the paint, it's picked off. Inside, right wing. Memphis moving it around. 5 to shoot, and the Grizzlies check on 2 more.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Back to O'Neal. Another one falls for San Antonio.
Couldn't tell if they tried to foul Shaq there, but didn't matter.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. And GA, you look at all these great European players. Some saying that youth development in the U.S. could emulate aspects of what they're doing overseas in their system.
Well, it's already going in that direction. Youngsters able to, in essence, go pro from their early.
Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. For Memphis, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Grizzlies.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Giannis.
Well, he was the catalyst for them tonight. Played a great all-around game, and you could see his teammates feeding off his energy.
A great 1-2 punch, beautiful pass, and nasty jam.
And you gotta like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
Yeah, a loss stings a little less if you at least feel like you put up a fight, but only a little less.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And Allie LaForce has got... Oh, terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline.
And these teams have been prepping for the season tip-off game for months, Greg.
Oh, and for the players, the main feeling on opening night is relief. You know, all that hard work during the offseason and preseason is finally over. And now it's time to have some fun.
Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors.
And that's how you orchestrate the offense. Lowry showing the vision and the unselfishness.
Pass to Houdini. Back to Curry from behind the arc. Knocks down the long J.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Lowry outside. Here's Leonard. Here's the three. Sinks the tray.
The response from the claw. Leonard really wanted that three.
Pass to Houdini. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And the basket by Curry.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Bryant. And then Bryant with the dunk.
He flashes to the rim and is met with no resistance.
First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Outside Curry, fires from deep. He buries it from three. Curry's got his third basket on the night right there.
This is Pete Curry shooting with real confidence off the catch. It's what helps get him going.
Bryant outside. There's the block. And it's out. Out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball. Siakam, the pass to Leonard. 5 to shoot. There's the three. And the Suns get another three.
And he's a selective three-point shooter. Kawhi only takes them if he feels he has a good look.
Over to the wing. Outside Curry. Pulls up. Again, Golden State.
He still hasn't missed. 4 for 4 to start the game.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And RJ, you grew up in Phoenix. I imagine still a lot of connections in this neck of the woods.
Yeah, I was fortunate enough to win a state title in high school in this building right here. Look, some of the people still work here. Then I played my college ball just a few hours away in Tucson. Bear down.
Now here's Siakam. And the call will be against Nikola Jokic. That's his first foul. And the Warriors making a switch here. Griffin's checked in.
Number 32, Blake Griffin.
Back to Lowry. Some nice ball movement by Phoenix. And Bryant gets it to go.
And just a shrewd pass by Lowry. He has a gift for seeing what's happening on the floor and finding shooters.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for the Suns. Coach joked that if he focused on a single aspect of stopping Nikola Jokic, he would probably just beat them a different way. Instead, he showed the team 5 video clips, each with a specific failure of guarding Jokic. He's asked his players to prevent those mistakes from happening. Brian?
Okay, thanks, Allie. And the call will be against Nikola Jokic. That'll be a second foul of the game. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for the Suns. And the Warriors making a change here. There's a minute 34 left in the first quarter. Count it.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
And Curry's got the ball here for the Warriors. 4-point game. Tries it from 19. Again, Golden State.
This man sees everything on the court. Curry just dropping dimes out there.
Pass to Bryant. Into the lane. Now here's Curry. Nails the baby hook.
Nice rim protection, and it's still not enough to keep him from getting that layup.
Es literalmente Kawhi, Kobe Bryant, DeRozan, Lowry, y acá estoy con Stephen Curry haciéndome todos los puntos.
For Phoenix, they've gone 6 of 7 and looking good. Tatum a screen on Curry to the inside. It's stolen by Curry. In transition, here come the Warriors. Here's Lee. Got it. Good job in the low post. One team gains momentum, then the other storms back.
Hey, if this is any indication of how the game is going to go, we're in for a treat.
There's Tatum with the 3. And that comes off the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got his 5th assist in this one. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Oh, they get a hand on it. Lowry with a steal. Here's Tatum. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Strong finish by Tatum. Nothing was stopping him there.
Phoenix shooting their first free throw of the night here. Warriors trail by 4. There's a screen to the wing, right side. Here's Embiid, and some nice defense there to end the quarter. Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
So on the floor for Golden State, they've got Joel Embiid, and it's Cole in at the point. There's Tatum with the 3. JT for 3.
Taking matters into his own hands. Tatum gets those 3 points back in a hurry.
You know, Grant, for all his competitive nature, Tatum has a pretty calm demeanor. You appreciate that?
Yes, indeed. As a team leader, a father, a role model, and a professional, you can't ask for much better than Jason Tatum. He is the real deal.
Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Warriors.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And I've also liked how they've attacked the opposition off of turnovers. I mean, just making them pay for every mistake out there.
And the Suns making a change here. Leonard's checked in. Pass to the professor. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen. A quick break, and we look at our 2K leaderboard for three-point shooting last season. In the third spot, the Suns.
Well, it speaks to how active and energetic they were when operating behind the arc. Great three-point shooting team last year.
Bryant, he's checked in for the Suns. Here's Houdini. No made baskets yet. Up top, Embiid. Clock at 6. Drops it in from 14 feet away.
Well, and it's just clear how comfortable Embiid is shooting the ball, especially from mid-range.
Leonard for 3. Leonard! A threat from deep.
Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Golden State has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Joel Embiid over the years has had some tough luck with injuries. He said, I've broken my face twice. I came back early with the risk of losing my vision, broken fingers. I still came back. I wish I was as lucky as others, but that doesn't mean I'm not trying to do whatever it takes to be out there. Back to you, BA.
Thanks a lot, Allie. And so it's Phoenix with it. After the Warriors picking up a basket just a moment ago. Here's Bryant. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Well, Grant, offense is trying to stretch the D to the breaking point. But it goes beyond just three-point shooting.
Yeah, there's how you position on the perimeter. But, you know, then you also want that vertical spacing, too, where you have a lob threat at the rim.
Lowry, he's checked in for DeRozan. The Warriors also with a sub. Curry's checked in.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Pass to Lee. Here's Houdini. Still without a bucket. Curry splashing one down from 3.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Count that one.
Yeah, the keep it simple method. Good decision to use the bounce pass just to get it there.
Pass to Lee. Back to Curry. Lets a 3 fly. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
Bryant outside. There's a minute 17 left to play in the first half. Basket counts. And so Curry will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. The Suns beat them last time when these two met in Phoenix.
This time around, they're looking for better execution offensively. They have to avoid mistakes.
If they can clean up the turnovers and make better decisions, it should be a much closer game this time around.
44 seconds left in the second period. Up top, Bryant. 11 points in the game. Deflected. Pass to Houdini. Here's Embiid. Oh! Embiid packs it down.
Get out of that man's way. Embiid throwing down that power finish.
Lowry surveys the D. Leonard outside. 4-3. Unable to get that one. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Warriors ahead, leading by 4. And Allie LaForce has something for us on the... All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
And we thank you for joining us at halftime. The Golden State,
without the points they've gotten off the bench, this game wouldn't be as close as it is. Can you count on that in the second half? It's debatable, man.
And now here's something that's always it. Thanks for tuning in.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Kawhi Leonard out there with DeMar DeRozan. Then it's Pascal Siakam. Then it's Kyle Lowry. And it's Bryant in at the two-guard spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Lowry, the pass to Siakam. DeRozan. Bryant outside. Fires from the corner. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries. The Warriors lead by 5. Back to Curry from deep three-point land. And the Warriors with another 3.
Even a half-court shot is a good shot for Curry. That's how good of a shooter he is.
DeRozan outside. And here's Bryant outside. Warriors with the rebound. Here's Houdini. Leonard defending. Knocks down the triple. And it's an 11-point Warrior lead.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. A look now, post-All-Star break, breaking down three-pointers and other shots for Phoenix.
And they've really been letting it fly from deep. You see more and more teams doing this in today's NBA, given the league's increased focus on perimeter shooting.
Lowry outside. Leonard outside. To the middle. Oh, Pascal Siakam flying high.
And it's just such a long and powerful player. I mean, once Siakam gets inside like this, he's ready to jam.
Puts up a deep 3. Leonard pulls down the board.
Their first miss since the break. Still, I like how they've come out so far.
On the wing, Bryant. Oh, Jokic with a block.
Nice timing there from Jokic to read the play and get the denial at the cup.
And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Here's Siakam. Leonard passes to Lowry. Just 5 to shoot. Phoenix needs to get off a shot here. And they pick up 2. Lowry's got his first basket.
Smart move going to Lowry, a talented shooter who doesn't hesitate on his shot.
From deep, Jokic. The 3-ball is good from Jokic.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
And you think about Jokic's point-center game. He's a pioneer, Grant, a one-of-a-kind.
Oh, one-of-a-kind indeed. And historically, very few centers have led their team in assists, and none with the regularity of Jokic. So he's an outlier, but is he a trendsetter? Only time will tell.
1:52 left in the third quarter. Pure from three-point range. Curry's got 29.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Knocked loose. 3-on-3, and he's going for the oop here. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. Here's DeRozan. DeRozan, forceful inside.
Isn't it beautiful watching DeRozan just work through contact? He loves overcoming these kind of moments.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Let's look back on last season for a moment. Here were your scoring leaders. Nikola Jokic, third. And, of course, Jason Tatum.
Two premier scoring options that defenses really have to scramble to account for.
1:09 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Embiid inside. It's Embiid going to work inside.
Once Embiid has the ball in that spot, it's lights out.
Now here's Lowry. DeRozan outside. Tatum passes to DeRozan, and it's blocked by Embiid. And here's Curry for three. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
The three ball on target from range. 5 points in the game.
Good work by Tatum, keeping his options open. He knew he had that kick out if he needed.
Lowry against Curry. Shot clock at 6. That shot wide open. And the Warriors lead by 14.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And so it's the goal. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for Golden State to start the fourth. Blake Griffin out there with Joel Embiid. And it's Lee in at the 3, the small forward. A nice shot by Bryant.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
He's going to keep putting up shots regardless of the score. That's the kind of player he is.
Here's Houdini. And the Warriors with another 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Leonard outside. Here's the professor. Back to Leonard. Launches a 3. Matching him shot for shot. Kawhi.
Talk about a pure jumper. Leonard doesn't need a lot of space to rise up.
Pass to Houdini. Puts up a deep 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to the Suns coach address his team. He questioned his team's effort, asking them, should I put in the bench right now? Wake up, guys. We can still win this game, but I need you all to play like you believe you can. Not exactly a fun huddle to listen on, guys.
Allie, thank you.
He's trying to will this team back into it, doing all he can offensively.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. From 6 feet away, again, Golden State.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Pass to Bryant.
Number 5. First personal foul. First team foul.
Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And you have to talk about the passing, too. I mean, the ball has been zipping around on the offense, and they've kept the extra pass mentality the whole way.
So both teams making some changes here. And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Bryant. The Warriors lead by 13. Now Curry. Five on the clock. Ooh, rise and fire.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Now Lowry. Leonard outside. Yes! Using that window!
And man, is he in a zone right now. Seems like he can't miss.
And Curry's got the ball here for the Warriors. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here.
Oh, you got to feel for the defense. I've been on the other side of the Curry flurry, and I still have PTSD. Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
The Warriors lead by 13. And they double up Jokic. Curry outside for three, and again for three. Woo, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
B.A., he's on fire.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. And there's a 3-second violation. Well, a multi-sport survey showed that among respondents, the average age of referees in the U.S. was almost 57. Is that a concern, you think?
Well, we've seen that in the NBA. Older officials retiring and becoming teachers, and the younger generation coming in, still cutting their teeth. Ultimately, they've got to continue to learn and build, and that takes time.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Warriors.
I'd say the rim protection really turned things around in their favor.
Yeah, their defensive rotations have been superb. They've been trying to challenge every shot. I love their effort.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Stephen Curry.
We certainly got to see his best effort on offense, attacking the defense without fear and grabbing a lot of buckets.
Golden State has gone 4 of 4 from outside during the fourth. Outside Embiid. Griffin outside. Curry fires. The three is off. Oh, a tough lay-in. Showing no fear. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Embiid. Ready off the pass. He lays it in.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Oh, road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
Outside Curry. And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the